Ever since our childhood, we were bordered with gender stereotypes, from our toys we play, clothes we dress, and actions we do. Look at this young girl. She isn't supposed to play with boy toys. She should play with Barbies. How about this set of children here? Their parents let them wear what they want to wear, like Elsa and Anna.
Throughout the years, society had a form of conventional stereotype on how a man or woman should move, act, dress, and on their mannerisms. Conforming to standards was difficult, especially if you're not one of them. It was never easy for everyone, even up to this day.
One may be raised in a conservative family with firm religious beliefs. They always had a say about what to wear, and strict discipline on how they acted in public was always delivered. The protagonist always followed, but deep down, they already had a weird feeling that this wasn't who they wanted to be.
Everything that society, my parents, my uncles, elders, and friends, everything that they have said to me is engraved in my head.
The mannerisms, ways of dressing, and interests that relate to gender are called the gender expression of an individual. In a conservative society such as the Philippines, the view on gender in its concept is limited because of the general rejection of the topic as something to even be discussed about. You already have a set expectation as to what you are going to wear, do, or even how you walk, to not be an outcast and live a normal life amongst the people.
19 sa 24 na mga senador ang lumagdana sa committee report ng SOGSC Bill na ikinatuwa naman ni Senator Risa Ontiveros na siyang nagsulat ng panukala.
Nilagdaan ng 19 na senador ang committee report na naglalaman ng sexual orientation, gender identity and expression and sex characteristics o SOGSC Equality Bill. Ang naturang panukala ang
These stereotypes and social constructs that were set by society should not be a hindrance to a person's freedom of gender expression. These topics on gender expression should be fully normalized to prevent further acts of discrimination and the deprivation of the rights of the LGBTQ+ community.
Thankfully, the SOGI Anti-Discrimination Bill here in the Philippines, which is a bill seeking to penalize discrimination against persons based on their sexual orientation, gender identity and expression, and sex characteristics, or SOGSC, was passed during the 19th Congress last December 6, 2002.
Some of the discriminatory acts that this bill will make illegal are refusing admission to or expelling a person from any educational or training institution, imposing disciplinary sanctions harsher than usual that infringe on students' rights based on their SOGSC.
Also, this bill will seek to make illegal acts that deprive someone of an employment opportunity because of their SOGSC or deny a person access to emergency health services because of their gender expression.
Now, it's our turn. It is you young ones' turn to take up the challenge of making this world one that includes everyone. A world that works for everyone. A world that wants every Filipino, every human being to be taken care of, no matter our SOGI.
Society expects us to act a certain way based on conforming appearance to them, rather than how we feel inside ourselves. This is how the gender expression or the portrayal of gender as it is conveyed through, for instance, somebody's name, choice of pronouns, dress, hairstyle, conduct, voice, or physical traits of an individual is kept in.
I did not think that I was normal, because I felt that these gender constructs weren't in line with my true needs. I was fine with expressing myself in secret, but I learned that I wasn't being myself in the truest sense. I was a shell, a hollow of what I am supposed to be once I am in the outside world. I needed to change, and I needed to break out of this vicious cycle. I want to be me.
What the hell is he wearing? He looks disgusting. Honey, don't look.
What are you doing? Are you...
The Philippines was the first country wherein discourse on the LGBTQ community was first conceptualized. But the irony remains on the fact that it is still one of the most hostile countries for these respective members.
What do you think will happen if ever an individual is restricted from their freedom of gender expression?
Restrictions in the gender expression and freedom of an individual could lead to an increase in exposure to prejudice, discrimination, harassment, and violence. And gender nonconforming people frequently experience higher social stress.
Social media can be a place for malicious intent. Cyberbullying and online harassment are detrimental, especially for someone who has just come out. However, it cannot be just that. It is also a place where people can find their own people to come together to do what is right.
The power of coming together for LGBTQIA+ people, both those who have recently come out and those who are still hiding it, has never been wrong and will never be wrong.
Well, at first, you may feel scared and insecure. And you may think that the world is against you or that the whole Philippine Island is belittling you. They do that because they themselves are scared and insecure. They want you to be silenced and to blindly follow their corrupted ideology and traditions.
However, to be united is to rise up against them and to show that being part of the LGBTQIA+ community is not as wrong as they perceive it to be. We stand united.
We are not done yet. This is just the start. This is us. This is who we are.
As we stand, side by side, without fear for what comes, we embrace change. We fought hard, and we are still fighting hard.
Just live your life and you will find yourself happy.
There is beauty in the smallest things. Be kind to yourself and love who you are.
Be whoever you want to be, because every loss is a step you take, and you've got no reason to be afraid.
Don't let anyone's opinion become your reality.
Life is way too short to keep worrying about what strangers think.
Loving yourself is not selfish. Speak yourself.
The only true happiness lies in knowing who you are and making peace with it.
We are all lost at one point, and that is okay. Take a deep breath, be the master of your peace, and create your own story.
Embrace your identity. Never yield to the social construct of society.
People did not witness your experience, but they will destroy you through their judgments. Are there rights for people to judge? So if there is, it is time for you to judge. Remember, you have your own pencil to write and a storybook to share. You are the writer of your own story, so feel free to declare.
Figuring yourself out takes time.
You and your feelings are always valid.
We humans are meant to have selective hearing. Cancel out the noise, cancel out the distractions, and focus on the path on who you want to be.
Don't forget to live on your own terms. Live, love, and love.
You are visible and you are heard. Stand up for yourself, as we shall stand up with you.